Hi, my name is Jiho Lee, a current junior at Los Altos High School.
And I'm Unsung Yu, a freshman in Chengda Dawson School.
And our project is enhancing empathy and communication for individuals with autism using AI-driven emotional cues.
So, introduction. Artificial intelligence, AI, is becoming an essential part of our lives, with applications ranging from healthcare to education. Its ability to identify patterns and automate tedious tasks makes AI particularly appealing for psychological and behavioral studies. For individuals with neurodevelopmental disorders like autism spectrum disorder, ASD, AI offers the potential to address unique challenges in communication and empathy. With the rise of online communication platforms like Discord, where pragmatic language is mostly absent, these challenges are further amplified. The objective of this research is to examine how AI can improve empathy and communication for individuals with ASD, mainly in virtual environments. By developing sentiment analysis models, we aim to understand whether or not AI can enhance their ability to recognize and respond to emotions in text-based conversations. We analyze two sentiment analysis configurations, one that includes neutrality and one that excludes neutrality. Using Discord as a testing environment, we will assess how these configurations influence interaction patterns, empathy, and engagement for users with ASD. The study ultimately seeks to test and possibly demonstrate AI's potential to create understanding within different communities of individuals.
For our data that we used, for our initially included data set, we used a data set from Kaggle called Emotion Analysis, consisting of over 393,000 entries labeled with around 20 emotion categories.
For the neutral excluded model, we use the DARE AI emotion dataset from Hugging Face, consisting of over 417,000 text entries labeled with six emotion categories.
For the methodologies, for the neutrally included model, we use the BiLSM neural network under the bigger Keras sequential API. We also utilize the TF-IDF vectorization and a few dropout layers to prevent overfitting, which gave us around a 99.3% overall accuracy, with a minimum of 96% accuracy for individual labels.
For the neutral excluded model, we also use Keras' sequential API. This model incorporated long short-term memory LSTM layers to help with context within text entries for sequential data processing and dropout layers to prevent overfitting. Our neutral excluded model emphasized emotional clarity by removing reliance on neutral tones.
Now for results and discussion. The neutral included model largely showed balanced classification accuracies over the board, with skewed misclassifications towards neutrality.
For the neutral excluded model, the model showed very accurate classification rates exceeding 99% as the overall accuracy rate, though emotions like joy and fear had slightly lower accuracy at around 90%, with misclassifications often leaning toward love and surprise. This showed that the model identified distinct emotions but also highlighted challenges in separating certain sentiments.
For the strengths of each model, the neutrally included model primarily was robust in identifying emotions with clear indicators, where neutrality was able to act as a balancing factor, reducing misclassifications between similar emotions. This allowed the model to handle ambiguous text more effectively, aligning well with real-world scenarios where emotional cues may not be so clear.
For the neutral excluded model, removing the emotion allowed the model to more effectively differentiate between similar emotions like love and joy or fear and surprise, particularly capturing subtle emotional nuances that might otherwise use the neutral emotion as a fallback when the model was unsure.
For the limitations of each model, the neutral included model primarily struggled to differentiate between similar and not similar, nuanced emotions like relief and fun, which are often classified as neutral. To show they over reliance on neutrality as a safe fallback, potentially obscuring subtle emotional distinctions.
For the neutral excluded model, the limitations stem from this very exclusion of neutrality. In cases where emotions were complicated or ambiguous, the model had no fallback option, making it more likely to misclassify certain text labels.
For our future direction, we just plan to refine our methodologies and go through experimentation to achieve more meaningful and generalizable insights. We plan to conduct the experiments in Discord, a virtual communication medium, engaging in conversations with participants 18 plus, with and without ASD, with different emotional indicators present. We will engage in three different sessions as illustrated in these slides. In conclusion, this research highlights the potential of AI to improve communication for individuals with ASD by enhancing their ability to interpret emotional cues. The neutral included and neutral excluded models each demonstrated unique strengths in balancing emotional classification and emphasizing clarity, respectively. This work sets the foundation for creating inclusive digital environments where neurodiverse populations can engage more effectively in. Future experimentation will integrate these tools into real-time platforms like Discord, with the aim of refining their practical application and impact on empathy, engagement, and communication flow. By addressing these challenges, we hope to pave the way for more supportive and accessible virtual spaces, ultimately contributing to a society where diverse modes of communication are valued and understood. Thank you for listening.